Oh, hi. Oh, let's walk down there. Have I told you that there's this massive, amazing, breathtaking, shockingly stunning, mind-blowing waterfall that thousands of tourists and travellers come to visit, and it's practically in my backyard. A beautiful river right here. When my dad bought the land, he bought this about 5 or 6 years ago, he had no idea that it was so close to such an amazing waterfall. And so the property around here nearby that backs onto the actual river that goes to the waterfall is really expensive, and one day I want to own one and just be able to walk down out straight onto the river. Wassa is so in love with this river walk that he's never going to want to leave it. I mean, look how gorgeous this is. I get really bad hay fever in New Zealand. No other country does me like this. So yeah, Dad bought this land that's really close to this waterfall, and he had no idea that it was so close. When Wassa and I decided to move here instead of Thailand, we had no idea too, and so it was just so grateful, because I had been manifesting basically what my ideal situation would be. As soon as I became pregnant, I was like, I want to be in clean white walls. I want no bugs, I want no dust. I don't want to be dealing with lizard poo, tokay poo, weird stuff that just shows up and you just know it's like some animal's spew of some other animal. So basically we just walk this trail and it goes around and it bends around, and then we'll end up at the waterfall. And this trail is actually part of the, I think it's called Te Araroa trail. I don't really know much about it, but I think it goes down like the whole of the North Island from the top to the bottom. So you get backpackers along here with their big backpacks trundling along. So yeah, we wanted a clean house. I wanted to be by a river. I wanted to be near a river. So, you know, you've seen me in Pai. I love sitting in rivers, but to be honest, I was really like, just had no fear back then of anything. Like, I wasn't scared of snakes, I wasn't scared of anything hurting me. But then, just before I left Thailand, just after Tale died, I was down at the river that backs onto the last house I lived at, and there was an old Thai man there. He lived across the river, and he would like pointed at this snake in the river, and he'd basically hurt it, really waiting for it to die. It was really sad, but it was a cobra, I think is what. My memory might be really bad, but when we looked it up later on, we're like, oh yeah, it was that one, and that's one that is poisonous and dangerous. And I have sat in that river plenty of times too, and so now that I've seen that there are snakes that go through the river and they're dangerous ones, I'm a little bit scared to do that again when I go back. And to be honest, I have this like, you know, fantasy of taking my bub and us going and sitting in the rivers in Pai, that golden sand, so beautiful, and quartz rocks and stuff. But I'm gonna be one of those freaking out mums that is like, snakes. So yeah, I manifested that I wanted to be near a river. I also had said at one point, and a waterfall too, and I was like just putting it out there as like my ideal. I want to be near rivers and waterfall. This place is gorgeous, and there's always these birds that sing here. I wonder if you can hear them. These trees are amazing. They look like, when I see these trees, I think my ancestors are with me. That's how they make me feel. I'll show you. Where we live is actually, what's it called, a tableau? No, I don't know, tableau? I don't know, I can't remember now. But it's one of those tabletop mountains. So we're on the top of a mountain, and it's like a flat mountain. Oh, there we go. We come to the waterfall like 2 to 3 times a week for a swim. It's incredible. My energy has changed since pre-baby. You know, in Pi I was living slow, I was so calm. I was like, I was in no rush to do anything at all, and now I'm like, everything I do. I'm working on that. I'm trying to bend time, but I've only just started kind of realizing that. So anyway, I'll zip, because the water's getting really loud now. waterfall, and I did a poll last week about some ideas for next video, and I believe as of the last time I checked, the most voted one is how I went from being a celibate, nomadic, childless lesbian to a mum with a bun, not on top of my head today, living in the burbs. So let me tell that story. Bye YouTube, thank you.